coach or organization?
Well, first of all, give FAU credit. I mean, they came into a hostile environment and played really well. They're an experienced team. They're tough and physical, and they made shots when they needed to make them. So all the credit goes to them. They played well, and the second credit, if you talk about credit, is our fans and this crowd tonight. This was a great crowd in here tonight. Our students came out. I think they told me it was the biggest student crowd we've had in 2 or 3 years. So it was awesome to see that. And then our other fans, everybody was out. So it was a great atmosphere. I know everybody's down right now. Obviously our players, our coaches, we're down. The fans are down, the students are down, and we all should be as part of it. It's a sport. You're trying to win, and we all should be down, and starting with us. But like we told our team, we had a bad 15 minutes. It's tied with 15 minutes to go in the game. And they're a legit top 25 team. They're legit, and maybe we didn't think that a week ago, but after playing them and studying them, they're legit top 25. And they play so well together, and they're tough and physical, and they're playing with confidence right now. But with 15 minutes to go, we're tied, and we had a bad 15 minutes, and we told our guys that we're not going to let that 15 minutes define what's happened in the last month, almost a month now. I mean, our guys have been terrific throughout the process. We had let's be real. We had a bad 15 minutes in the second half, particularly offensively, and the game got away from us. But we're right back in the middle of this thing, and we just gotta let it hurt for a while, and then man, it's like life. It doesn't stop. Better be ready tomorrow. It's coming at you like a train coming at you. So you better get back up off that mat, and that's what we're gonna do starting tomorrow.
Question?
Rebounding advantage for them really stood out tonight. Something you guys had some trouble with, but they really did a good job.
Jeff, no doubt. And I think it really stood out in the second half is when they got those second chance opportunities, and what they do is you all saw watching the game, they spread you out. They play 4 guards the entire time, so and the center's constantly ball screening and diving to the rim. And the way we played it tonight, we told Jamar, go block shots. When you take that ball and try to get them to shoot tough twos. And so what happens on those long kickouts, you've got to rebound those. They shot 18 threes in the first half. I don't remember exactly how many they shot in the second half. Only shot 10, hit 5 out of 10. But those second chance points, particularly when you get down a little bit, when you get down 4, when you get down 6, when you get down 8, those are critical plays, because not only are they second chance opportunities, but we all know they're demoralizing plays. When you guard your tail off, and then they miss. And they go get it, and give them credit. They went and got it, and we didn't, and that's probably the biggest difference in the game.
Coach, was there something defensively that they were doing in the second half that was throwing the ball off?
Absolutely. I mean, it's what they do now. It's part of it. They didn't do anything special for us, but I'm gonna get off a little bit in basketball, terminology right now, but they play 4 guards and a center. So none of those. Most like Jarius Hamilton is a forward, so he was guarding a guard all night long. And that's why Davis is leading the league in score, or their leading scorer rather, because he's a guard going up against a forward every night. He had 36 against UAB. He was really good again tonight. So they play 4 guards, and all you think about sometimes as a fan or as a coach is just, okay, how does that affect like what you're trying to do defensively and how they spread you out, and now you've got a forward trying to guard a guard. But what they do on the other end, and they're really good at it right now, is they switch everything. And if there's any kind of exchange off the ball, on the ball, and they just switch everything. It's almost like playing zone. You're always in front of the ball. Now they don't switch when that five man, the center, runs out there and ball screens. Even late though, when we were trying to play small and pick and pop, they started switching that screen too. So what they do, they constantly switch those screens, and our plan was to attack those switches and try to drive into contact, get to the foul line, because you all know, I mean, what West Kentucky's always been here at Diddle Arena, second half, man, you get to the foul line, you win the game at the foul line, and I've never seen a discrepancy in free throws here. I shouldn't use the word never, but I don't think I've rarely seen this type of discrepancy on free throws. So we didn't give them credit. They leveled the ball off. They switched and stayed in front of the ball. But we didn't. Our plan was to try to get downhill and create some fouls, and it didn't work. Particularly in the second half, it just stagnated us offensively. Now to answer your question one more step, they did do something to Dave a little different. I mean, they came and we've been saying as coaches, y'all know the little ISO thing we do for Dave, and where he kind of backs them in, like he killed UAB on that. He backs them in. Well, we've been saying as coaches, okay, somebody is going to do something different. Somebody's just not going to let Dave McKnight go play and score and foul. So you saw what they did. They went and trapped him. And he had a couple of critical turnovers when they were making that run, at the 15-minute mark on. It's just because we haven't seen it. We'll be better next time somebody does that. We can do some things. But give them credit. They had a plan. We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming at some point. And they took that ball. They took that ball out of his hands in a spot that he's been really effective lately.
Coach, of course, Jamarian breaking the record for blocks tonight. What does that mean for the program, and what does it mean for him as a defensive figure?
Well, it'll be something he remembers. He'll be remembered here for a long time. And the first thing anything we'll remember about Jamarian is his ability to block shots. He's a special shot blocker, and we wanted to try to, they shoot so many threes. We wanted to try to send them to Jamarian tonight. The way we guarded ball screens, we tried to send them to the paint, and we got some, but they did a good job of, particularly in the second half, of moving the ball, and drawing him and drawing all our help in there, and then moving it and getting open threes, and they banged some big threes right there. But he's doing what he does, and you wish he was more of an effective scorer. They did a good job against him, but the problem when a team's switching like that, you need to be able to post them up some, and we didn't. Jamarian's not a post-up guy. Jarius is our main post-up guy, and they did a good job of what coaches call fronting the post. When the ball's on the wing and he's trying to post up, they get in front of Jarius, and they use their quickness to try and deny the ball. So we couldn't get him the ball in the post, and give them credit for that. They had a good game plan for that. Couldn't punish him in the post. You've got to be able, a team like this, you've got to be able to find a way to get him in the post. And our best post-up guy right now, y'all know, is Davion. He does it differently. He backs him in on the dribble, and they doubled him, and they took that away. So we didn't get any easy baskets there in the second half.
First half, Luke goes 4 for 4 from the field, 3 for 3 on threes. Then he sits for like 11-something minutes in that first half. How much did that affect you guys and him the rest of the game?
Well, he had those 2 fouls. He got the second foul, and he kind of got hurt on that play. And I told him when he came out, I said, hey, you're going to go back in and play with 2 fouls. The thing, as you all know, Luke tries to take a lot of charges. So the one thing we didn't want to happen there, because we stayed in the game, we were close, and then Dante came in and played well. Dante hit a couple of big shots. He was playing well, and we didn't want to take a chance on Luke, because that ball's driving at Luke, he's going to try and take a charge. Well, if that's a 50-50 call and they call a block, now Luke's got 3 fouls. So our philosophy was, let's get to halftime. We're still in the game. Let's make sure he doesn't have 3 fouls at halftime. Now, in hindsight, maybe put him back in. But again, Dante did a good job, with the exception of those 2 turnovers he had in the first half. He made some shots and did a good job. But yeah, we never got Luke going second half. He had a couple of good opportunities, just missed them. We had a couple of opportunities there in the second half during that stretch where they took that lead. We had some open threes. Just didn't knock him in. Just didn't knock him down.
Bill, can you update us on Coach as well as Emmanuel?
Yeah, Emmanuel. We think Emmanuel will play Thursday. I mean, he's been in that protocol, and he's definitely moving. I mean, he should definitely play Thursday. And we missed him, y'all. Y'all know we missed him bad. I mean, he's a guy that he's been in games like that. I mean, he played 2 years at Arizona. He played 2 years at Boise State. The Mountain West is a great league out there, and he's been in games like that. And we needed, he's another guy that can post up some, and he's hard to keep it out of his hands in the post. You can do some things to get him the ball in the post that you can't do with Jarius. So obviously we missed him, missed his experience, his ability to score the ball, and his toughness defensively. I think tonight, for the first time, and I promise you I'm not into excuses, but we played so many games since we came back, and I just felt like I saw some fatigue in the second half. I saw some fatigue that I haven't seen. saw it. And when a team's making a run on you, that's a big part of it. You know, you get dejected too. But I saw some fatigue in our team, and not having E-man, you know, forced some guys to play a lot of minutes. Christian didn't have his best game tonight, so we went with Jordan and we kind of shortened our rotation early. And so I definitely thought I saw some fatigue on both ends of the floor. But Coach, I don't know about. I'll probably get more news on Coach. I think he's close to coming back, but I don't know exactly where that is. So I just don't know.
Coach, Jordan Ross gave you some really good minutes off the bench these past couple games. Another really good performance tonight. What is his production makes this team this tough stretch?
Jordan's playing well. I mean, he's a guy that can go create his own shot. And I thought in the first half, we had a stretch there where we probably took too many just mid-range contested twos, and that's what they defensively. When you back to what I said earlier about how they switch everything, like the philosophy on that is stay in front of the ball and make them take contested twos, and we took some of those, but he was efficient again tonight. He's a veteran player. He can get to the rim. We just didn't get, we didn't get he and Dave. If you think about it, they didn't get to the free throw line. I think Dave got there 4 times, and Jordan got there. Jordan didn't get there at all. I mean, when he's really got it going, he gets to the free throw line. And again, give them credit. They stayed in front of us, and they didn't foul. And but he's playing well, man. He's a veteran guy. I loved his energy tonight. I thought he had some real juice in that game tonight, and was excited about playing, and as they all were in this atmosphere. But yeah, he's particularly with E-man out right now. I mean, Jordan Rawls has been critical for us.
Anything else, Coach? Okay, thank you.
Thanks, guys.